So when you were young, you guys were broke, and then your dad just worked more overtime, worked his way up.
I took the test, became a captain eventually.
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
what is it, lieutenant? I don't know how you do it. You know.
Yeah. And would you say your father was racist?
No. So that's the main thing.
All right.
That's when I go. You know, you go, hey, was he scared? You know, hey, was he a drunk? Was he this or that? Did he, you know, was it hard to go to sleep at night? You know, you say things like that. I go, yeah, sure.
Yes.
You know, was he worried he was going to kill your pets? Maybe. Maybe I was a little worried, but maybe that's just being a kid, you know? Maybe that's just being a kid, and you go, I'm scared of my dad. I don't want pets. Ma, don't get a dog.
Yeah, don't get a dog.
You might hurt it.
Well,
But no, all of his friends were black guys. His best friend, who still calls me sometimes, is black, you know?
Wow,
yeah.
So he was just a sociopath.
They were
just a non-racist sociopath.
Oh, interesting. A cop who... That's how we're going to advertise the episode. The first ever cop
I will say,
who wasn't racist.
Yeah, just abusive towards his family. just drunk as shit. Just drunk as shit. He also hit white teenagers when they were accused of a petty crime.
Yeah, there's a story actually of my oldest sister. She's 10 years older than me. So he had like more, you know, fight in him
more
then.
gusto.
Yeah, by the alcohol had taken over by the time I was, you know. I could run up the stairs quick enough. You know, you go, well, I'm not going to chase him up the fucking stairs. So my sister really got it. And and she's 10 years older than me. And she got in trouble for going to a party or some shit, and the cops came and got, you know. Right. My dad was somewhere drunk with his cop friends. Yeah. And so he somehow found out where the kid was. He drove over to the kid's house. You know, it was like, where is this kid? And my uncle was with him. My uncle's a good man. Yeah. Doesn't drink.
Also a cop?
That doesn't matter, but he's a cop.
Yeah.
I am also a cop.
I just think maybe your rubric for what a good man is was a little thrown off by your father.
I can't even say that word, so maybe it is. Rubric. I know what it is. I'm fucking with you.
Like a grade, a scale.
So they get to the house, right?
Yeah.
This is more my sister's story to tell, but you know, I'll introduce it to you. And they get there, and my uncle, he loves my father so much, so the kid opens the door and goes, hello, and my uncle punches the kid.
Oh, yeah. The good man.
Because he knew my dad was going to punch the kid.
Maybe try talking him out of it instead of being like...
Who's going to talk him out of it? My drunk dad? Oh, you mean my uncle talk him out of it. You can't talk him out of it. So he knows my dad too well. And so he goes, let me take the blame.
Let me give him a softer knockout blow, basically.
Let me hit him
first.
I'll
pull the punch 75%.
And then so the kids ran away. They ran, you know, as kids do when adult men... are at their front door and start swinging.
Dude, if you're a teen and your worst case scenario for your party is, the cops come and they break it up. And maybe they tell my parents. Yeah. Maybe worst case scenario, they arrest me and I have to get picked up. It's not cops come and start assaulting us.
And that's a frightening scenario.
Yeah. You're like, if this guy's... Because once a cop punches you for no reason...
No, wait, he's not dressed like he's just a man. He arrives as a man.
Well, that might even be scarier.
Yeah,
if a grown man
He arrives as an angry father. I think he was at like the Meadowlands racetracks. He was like betting that night with his cop friends.
I see.
They don't just dress like cops everywhere.
I thought they were literally like, on the job in the little just like clocks the guy.
No, they were just dressed like, just construction workers
gambling in some fucking chinos.
Yeah. And then he hit a child. So anyway, they had to go to they had to go to court and stuff. Yeah. And the cops would have been nice to them, but my dad was rude to the cops, because he was drunk. So then the cops were like, "Well, fuck you, then," And
these were cops in a different jurisdiction,
a smaller town, and my dad let them know that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He let them know how small the town was. He was like, "This town is so small." In my town, the one I do copping at, way bigger than this fucking bullshit. Yeah. And then they had to like not only, I don't know, he had to like, what do you call that for a few years when you get in trouble?
Was he suspended or what do you mean?
You pee in a cup every couple months?
Oh, really? He was
parole, drugged? Maybe, for like a few months, I think.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that. They made him do something. Yeah. And they made him buy the kid shoes because the kid ran out of his shoes. Because when the kids ran away, he ran out of his
That's like
sneakers.
medieval justice.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, the sandals you ruined, you must replace them.
Yeah, must walk miles in the sandals that you ruined and replace with better ones.
They made your dad wear his fucked up shoes for 3 days. That's so fucking wild. But your uncle was the one who had to do this. Or your dad, too?
No, my dad got in trouble for some reason, so I got to ask my mom. Okay. And she'll go, that didn't happen. He was great. She'll go, what are you talking about? He was great. And then she'll kiss the picture of him that's next to every chair she sits in.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I'm exposing too much about the fam.
That's right. This is,
they're good people.
Yeah, that's, we can...
And they're the best people, Yeah. Your parents are good people, right?
Well, your dad's not a good person.
My dad is a good man.
There's no way that's true.
Oh, I swear, that's good.
You have fucking Stockholm syndrome.
No, I don't.
He was a violent cop who didn't beat you that much because his knees had gone out by that time.
Tupac could sing a song like "I Get Around" and Brenda's got a baby, right? Sure. What do you call him, a womanizer or do you call him a feminist?
I would call.
You just call him Tupac and you love him, and that was my father. I just called him Tupac.
He's not.
And he said, "I'm Dad."
He's not as cool as Tupac. He doesn't have any songs. His thing was just like not. His best attribute is not being racist, as far as you know. Right, like that's the other thing.
That is kind of cool. Like that. Yeah. That is his. Which is in a land of racism.
In a land of he was just.
He was just not abusive. Really like that.
And he probably was a little bit, but not that much.
But he wasn't even like abusive,
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, he was.